Hi, welcome to Wendy's Art. Today I'm going to do another abstract, playing again, just experimenting. I just remembered last night that I have a box full of Derwent Inktense blocks or bars, brand new. So I thought these would be amazing to give a try with. I forgot that I had them sitting there, so I'm going to do some mark making using these and then apply probably some ink and water, let that dry, and then what I'll do is go from there to make some more layers. So I'm working on this beautiful Gessobord from Ampersand. It's a beautiful quality, these, they're very smooth, different working on these than canvas. So I'll be using this, it's a 12" by 12" cradle 3/4 inch. So I will get started and see where we end up. So just line this up properly. Make some space for these. I think I'm gravitating to my normal preferences here. Oh, aren't they beautiful? Okay, so oh, they're very nice. And I can find my alcohol. Give that a bit of a spritz as well. I find that alcohol seems to have the biggest impact. Okay. All right, so I think what I'll do is just going to leave that to dry and then I'll come back. Okay, so it's pretty dry. Just use the hairdryer to speed it up. So, okay, I did something similar yesterday and I think the effect with the water and the alcohol looked more impressive using the Neo Colour 2 wax pastels, but I'll keep giving these a go and see what I think. Okay, so now I'm just going to start using some colours. So the colours I'm using today are Titanium White by Ara. These are all mostly Ara paints, so green metallic, Payne's grey, turquoise blue deep, transparent yellow oxide, titanium buff, and zinc white. And I've also got on hand my old favourite, golden quinacridone nickel azo gold, which will probably come into play. And I've also got this Langridge Artist Dry Ground Pigment in a cobalt teal colour. Absolutely gorgeous. So I thought, I have got some mixed up with water in a little spray container, but I thought I might see how that goes if it looks right, just mixing it in with some of the paint, sprinkling it on. So anyway, we'll see. I've also got with me some Liquitex paint markers in black, turquoise, and that's a Posca marker in white. I've also got Naples yellow hue, cadmium orange hue, and Prussian blue. So I might be using some of them at some point as well. Also too, I have some Staedtler Lumo Colour permanent pencils in a dark blue, a black and a yellow. And some of my favourite mark making tools, a feather, using the end. This little butterfly stick, I don't know where it came from, but it's got a really nice sharp end, and a, what do you call it, chopstick. So there's some of my favourites, and I have a couple of tools here as well, just a small scraper, silicone wedge, catalyst wedge, and my fabulous white palette knife. Okay, so that's most of what I have here. Just a round sponge, just for some blending and blotting. I have some blue paper towel for the same thing. And just a couple of small brushes and this brush. Okay, so what I'm going to do is just start applying some colour. So I might speed it up from here for a bit and stop talking so I can concentrate. And so I'm putting down basically layer 2 at this stage. Okay. So here I've done the paint layer and I'm just using a chopstick to do some mark making. So just pulling back some of the paint with the chopstick. Okay, so that's dry. Yeah, a lot of very strange textures there. Hopefully they'll just show up as nice textures at the end. Anyway, I've designed some stencils myself from using a Cricut machine. So I'm going to use one of those which has got some sort of random organic wiggly lines. And what I'm going to do is use a combination of Payne's Grey and turquoise metallic just to put some of those lines onto this board. So I'm just going to not mix them totally together. Okay, another one of my stencils just with little circles on it. So doing the same thing again, I'm going to use the same colour. Okay, so one little thing more I'm going to add on at this point. I'm using the green metallic paint, and what I'm going to do is pop a few texture plates into the paint. I'll just spread it out for, actually use my palette knife just to spread it out. Pop this in there. Okay, so I'm using some Pinata alcohol ink here, just spraying or putting some on and then spraying with water to get some drips going. So I've done that. Now I'm just using a scraper. I don't want it to be that obvious, so I'm just using a scraper to spread out some of that alcohol ink and just mute down the painting. I want this one to be fairly pastel in colour, which is very unlike me. I usually go full bore bright colours. So I'm just using a paper towel now, slightly damp, just to spread that white ink around. I didn't really like it being too obvious, so I quite like it there. Everything's just whited out and it's now looking quite nice. Okay, so now I've just come back in and I'm just wanting a few more random marks. So I'm using my Liquitex acrylic paint markers. They're really handy. They come in lots and lots of colours and allow you to put down some marks quickly and easily. Onto a blue now, so just feeling the need to get some more marks on there. Circle. Okay, so I'm finished with that lot of stencils and whited out the painting to put some colour over the top. So I'm starting with some darks, blocking in some of the darks. Bit of white. Some metallic green mixed with white. And now some turquoise blue mixed with white. Just using my finger to blend them in a little bit. Okay, quinacridone nickel azo gold. Can't go wrong with that colour, it's absolutely gorgeous. I think I've got it in just about every painting I do. So just using a paper towel to knock that back a little bit. As I said, I want this to be fairly muted in colour. A feather to do some mark making and scraping into the paint. Okay, a little bit of colour up. I think I put some whitish colour up the top here, it's very pale blue. Probably more white actually, a zinc white. So I want to try and see what's underneath. Okay, so after looking at the painting, I decided I need to bring some more whites back, but I didn't want to just have a plain white light sort of area. I've got lots of light colours there, so I thought a stencil in white would give a bit of a pop. And just using a little stencil brush there and a stencil of some organic wiggly lines. Now I've got one of my own stencils there, and I'm just putting some gold through that stencil just to add a little bit of bling. So this is the final painting. I did go back in and just add a bit of colour over those white stencils. They were a little bit too stark, and added a few little gold dots, as you can see, scattered around there. But all in all, I had a blast doing this one. I absolutely love it. I love the colours and it turned out really well. I'm really happy. So thank you very much for watching. If you liked it, please hit like and subscribe to my channel. I'm trying to build my channel up at the moment, so I would really appreciate it. Thanks for watching.